What is up, guys? In today's video we have another Inside the Mindcell video. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero Build. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what your favorite, thing or season was in Fortnite during 2023. It could be a weapon, season, POI, anything at all. Mine would definitely have to be the most wanted update at the end of Chapter 4 Season 1, or just Chapter 4 Season 2 in general. I thought like that kind of time period was such a enjoyable time to play the game, going from most wanted to Chapter 4 Season 2. Me going fencing fields to this game because I don't think I've gone to a mythic POI yet in this series this season, and this is my favorite of them all. It has a mythic striker, which is nice. Just a POI I personally enjoy. Like, even if there wasn't a boss here, I would probably want to land here sometimes. And it's pretty central on the map, which can be nice, but that can also be a disadvantage because you'll always have people third-partying you. So that guy had a better drop than me for that gun. Luckily, there was another shotgun on the next to it. I went for that shotgun and then just immediately tried to put myself in a spot where I would have right shoulder peek on him. Because if I'm that player and I get an auto shotty off spawn, I'm going to run at that other person I just saw not get a gun, But if he did, like, over chase me, would have just been behind this little half wall right here. We have the right shoulder peek. It would have been an easy kill to get. And then, shot him. I knew that this spot was open, so I was able to go for it. There is another player on me. Oh, God. Bro, Tony the Tiger came running in. But again, just right shoulder peek. Super OP. I hear another person, so I'm going to back up into yet another right shoulder peek. Like, this is just always the move for fighting in and around structures. It's just playing right shoulder peek as much as possible, because if you have right shoulder peek, you don't have to expose as much of your character to peek as the other players do. And the smaller target you give your opponent, the better for you. There is a slurp truck right there. Unfortunately, this guy wasted a shockwave, which isn't good. If I hit a little bit better shots, he definitely wouldn't have got that off. We still get the kill, which is nice. If I was desperate for heals, I would go for that slurp truck. But also, there is a decent amount of barrels here. So if I didn't get those, someone already got the barrels. But right there, there's probably like 50 shield worth of barrels or so. I haven't really seen anybody going for the boss yet. This burst SMG is so underrated. It's so good. I don't really end up using it much just because I mostly use like shotgun, sniper, AR. But I definitely could see myself using like shotgun burst SMG AR in builds. And even in Zero Builds, like, I've done it and it works fine. But I kind of do like having a little bit more added range for Zero Builds. Like the type of fights you get into just be more range typically. For some reason I thought this was a blue nemesis on the ground. Somebody grappling onto us. I don't know if they know I'm here. They may have just been going for the boss. This is kind of like the downside of these POIs at times, is just like fights like this where I feel like we both know each other are here and we're both waiting for the other to kind of do something. And then there's also like so much fake audio because of like the bosses and the guards walking around. There's a car pulling up, and it's kind of like what I was talking before about this POI being central. You do always get people coming in to third party. And so while you're playing this POI, I think you just want to play to minimize your risk to third parties as much as possible. Just kind of like pick them off as they come in. He's in this bush. I don't see him though. I just know he's in the bush because I heard the leaves wrestling. I'm going to shoot the boss and see if he tries to make a play. And that's kind of why when I made a video about fighting the bosses, like, a lot of people were commenting that the shotguns do a good job of killing the bosses. And that is true, but because of the third parties, like I talked about, I just want to keep my shotgun loaded at all times while fighting the bosses. But if you're just trying to rush it down, that definitely can do a lot of damage quick. But I would just hate if I'm like unloading my shotgun on the boss to maybe kill it a little bit faster, and then like my shotgun isn't loaded when a third party pulls up. I think this set of footsteps might be an actual player. Yeah. Notice how when I was fighting the boss, for the most part, I like went into that low ground area. That way that guy like third party me couldn't like just easily get me. If I was standing out in the open the entire time, that guy's a much easier time potentially getting shots on me. And I opened the vault hoping that this player would hear it and then want to rush. Because I don't want to get caught looting the vault. Like, I hate being trapped in here. And the fencing vault, you can actually break the floor on. And that is not necessarily breaking the floor is a downside, but the fact that there's always people rotating through here makes it harder to, like, loot the vault even after you've cleared the POI. I'm pretty sure he's going to come through that way. I heard someone grapple. I don't know if it was the guy I was waiting for or a different player. I'm oddly low on ammo. Trying to put my attachments on as fast as possible. I don't know where his grapple player is. This person's probably weak. They're both on the roof shooting auto shotties. And that's one of like the main downsides of the auto shotty meta is just like it's hard to get kills cleanly. If I hear two players up close trading shots like that with the auto shotty, even if the player that loses the fight isn't the greatest, like it's just hard to get away like without taking much damage there. If y'all are like in a fight like that, there's no cover or anything, you know. Okay, so I need to go put attachments on this auto shotty and then we'll be good. And so like right there, I did waste a lot of time when I was just kind of like waiting on the outskirts of the vault to see if I was gonna get third partied. But it's not the biggest deal to me. I'd rather waste that time and then not get caught, you know, putting attachments on my gun. There's a lot of players, I mean, you guys know how Fortnite players are. Like, they're hecka thirsty to try to third party you when you're using the vault. And I actually am going to drop the medallion. A lot of people kind of feel differently about the medallions. And, you know, whatever you want is fine. But I personally think in Zero Build right now, it is not the greatest to be carrying them in solos. Like, it gives your location away a decent amount. And I'd rather just not be giving my location away. I think, personally, with the nerfs, the disadvantage or like the advantage isn't high enough to warrant the disadvantage for me unless I have like 4 or 5. When you have 4 or 5, the upside is pretty good, but up until then I think the downside is really large. And I talked about this in the last video like this I made, and people in the comments were like, well, if you took them all, then by the end you would have had 4 or 5. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but if I was carrying those medallions the entire time, like every fight in the game might have played out differently, you know. So it's like not really a fair comparison to just be like, I would have gotten all 5 if I had them all game anyways, because we likely would have gotten like third partied or like pushed at different times. I think this guy is going for the radio tower. I probably should have gone for that as well, but I wanted to go like deal with those medallion players. And then it's also one of those things where like I think if the game is just played normally and the medallions aren't a factor, like my odds of winning are decently high. So I don't need them to win, you know. I'd rather just have the game be like standard. And not have to deal with like the entire lobby having a bounty on me at all times. I feel like the circle for the medallions is smaller than the bounty circle. There's about to be 2 people at Frenzy. There's this guy that I had shot out of the car, but another player had pulled up with a medallion Because you see the gold circle and my medallion's still on the ground there. It's likely the person with Peter Griffin's pump shotgun, I would imagine. I'm like stuck. I'm gonna go get this forecast tower, I guess, since we're here, and then we can maybe double back and see what's going on at Frenzy afterwards. Someone is getting this already. The key is on the ground. But I kind of don't want to push into Frenzy or fencing, whatever it's called, because like there's that player that was just running from me that went there, and then also the other medallion player. Like, I feel like that's gonna be a weird fight. What is this guy doing? Is he gonna get out? I don't know if he full left or is like waiting on that ledge for me. He is waiting. I only got 2 of my big pots, but it is what it is. There's more down here. More worried about not getting sniped than having as many big pots as possible. The player that had the Peter Griffin medallion dropped it in fencing, so they either just died or didn't want it. I didn't really see anything happen in the kill feed around the time that I last checked, but it's possible that they died. But if I was paying better attention to the kill feed in the map, I might have known for sure, like, that these players just fought. One in the house. I might end up just leaving this, though. I don't know what that person is doing. Like, he could be doing anything in that house, you know? Grief his car a little bit. We'll see if he gets shot at by the person from the house. And there's also that sniper to my left from earlier that we potentially have to be worried about. He's got another car and is leaving. One player did pick up the fencing fields medallion though. I think I just saw them on the house here. No, maybe not. I don't really know what I want to do because like fights like that I think are really bad this season when it's just like you know where people are but you don't know where they are, you know, with snipers being a thing. I don't want to be walking around in an area where I know there's people that like are potentially just going to be like playing off the snipe because you can lose at any moment. So I guess I'm just going to go over here and try to prevent somebody from coming away with 3 medallions because that's a 2 medallion circle and a 1 medallion circle. So the winner of that fight is going to have 3. If I, you know, click third party that fight, then, you know, just less medallions in the game. My car is, like, not the greatest, so as far as gas goes. Which just may come back to bite me, because I think the cars are very important this season with how good snipers are. Fight over here, we can third party, I guess. I don't know. I keep getting like little like snippets of a fight or something. I think I could do something with it and then it just like stops. See if he chases me. So I'm down to fight him. Oh no. Well, this is not good. I was gonna say I'm down to fight him, but I don't want to fight him right here because as you can see on the map, there's clearly a lot of medallion players and also like people without medallions. I do not like Island this season at all. There's a person right here and a car right there, so we can maybe fight this. This guy's on the zip. I don't know if he knows I'm here, though. That is unlucky for me. Makes into that bush just as I get here. Try to see if there's another car in Hazy. There are cars, but I want to see if there's like the car I want. They spawn on the other side here typically, like near the vending machine. This is a place I do land sometimes. Oh, there's somebody here. I'm gonna shockwave across because there's a guy at that house and this guy just got out of his car here. My aim is trash. But when he got out of the car there, I was gonna say he might be using the heal vending because, you know, heals are a struggle to get this season. That's the guard for the mini vault here. Let's see if this guy tries to make a play. Since I just fought. Yeah, okay, I just saw them. I don't know if they saw me though. Might just get in the car and leave. I don't think this is a good spot to be. Like again, with snipers being so prevalent this season, the slightest mistake can lose you the game. I'd like to kill this person. They might be decent. I can't see because of the fire. It's gonna shock. Nice. It's like hard peeking sometimes. Like I felt like when I peeked from behind the tree the first time with the snipe, I shouldn't have peeked the second time. After the first time, it like my scope didn't aim in where I wanted it to. And then it just made it way easier for him to predict that I was doing that. So like this purple shotgun does not have the laser sight, which isn't the biggest deal to me. I would like to have the laser because I'm pretty much only going to be hip firing it. But it has the speed mag, which is, to be honest, the attachment I'm most concerned about with the auto shotgun. And some people really dislike the red dot on the shotgun. Like, some people might not want to take this because it has the sight on it, whereas my blue one didn't. I'm not the biggest... like, that doesn't bother me that much. I rarely aim in with the shotgun when I don't need to, so it's, like, not a big deal. I think the red dot on the shotgun can be, like, incredibly good if you only aim down sights in situations where it's good to aim down sights. But if you aim in a lot, then like the red dot will definitely throw you off. Somebody near me. Medallion, but just the way that guy was using the car there, I expected him to be decent. Like I said, I think cars are like so big this season. And even though he sniped me, like I'm lucky he didn't hit a headshot for sure, but even though he sniped me, getting that damage in on him while he was pushing me with his car, like really turned the fight. There's like 44 headshot per like AR tag, so it's like I was hitting him for a decent amount of damage. Oh, this angle is so bad for me. Drove my car to reposition because I didn't want to just have that 50-50 with him. But like this just stinks because like the rest of Hazy is looking at us in the back. I could probably kill him if I just jumped on him with the auto shotty, but it's just like a 50-50, you know? Like, I could definitely win that fight, but I also could easily lose it, and we could easily get third-partied afterwards, even if I do win it. So it's just best not to take that. Unfortunately, a lot of players in the game right now will play to make that happen. Like, that player caused that 50-50 to happen without getting, like, any early damage on me or anything. So I don't really know why, but, like, that is how people play sometimes. Like, there's a vast difference between driving up to your car, like, kind of close mid-range to somebody and spraying them, using your car as cover, versus, like, jumping out of your car right on the person. And I've definitely done it too, but, like, yeah, I don't know why people are so eager to make fights like that happen. We probably need to kill this person. Thing. I wanted to get that kill. Wait, this car might have fuel. Like, if I kill him, I kind of have this side of zone to myself. Oh, this is a car's tire I shot out earlier. Still probably better than nothing. We can have it as like a little bit of cover in this zone. Again, like I talked about earlier at fencing, when two people are just like close trading damage with auto shotties, it is unlikely the winner of that fight survives healthy. That's 3 medallions right there. So that would only get me to 70 shield. I'm gonna shockwave up and then shockwave him out of zone, I think. Oh no, he moved. It was a good play for him. If he just stood behind that tree though, he would have gotten like shocked back there. That was smart for him to push up. A lot of players kind of like panic when somebody shockwaves on them. So yeah, I could have taken those medallions there and it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal or like big of a downside because it was already a 1v1, you know? That guy knows where I am. It's a 1v1 and I just fought. But also, 3 medallions are only going to get me to 70 shield. I was already higher than that. So, personally, I would rather just not waste time getting the medallions. And just put myself in the best position to win that 1v1. And that was what I was concerned with. But as always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below what your favorite aspect of Fortnite was during 2023. And thank you to Captain Frug, I think, just sub to my Twitch channel while I wasn't even streaming. That's what that like dinosaur roaring was. But thanks for the sub, man. You're going to be in a video. And give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.